Hello, this is DJ Shirley, Pure Energy Connections. Thank you for being here today. This is physical, spiritual, and emotional awareness and transformation. I've been revolutionizing a new era in wellness and energy healing. So, experience the power of non invasive, remote bioresonance quantum wellness technology. And I'm going to go over screen shares with you to show you exactly what this is. And the best part is, after 5 years of helping people and animals with this wellness, I decided to make it more affordable. And basically, it's Monday through Friday, and it's literally less than a cup of your favorite Java. So let's go into this now. The remote quantum scan technology is redefining wellness and future health. So 20 years in the making, time tested and proven results and validation. So I've spent decades of experiencing things and thinking thinking way beyond conventional, dedicated to exploring natural methods for healing and achieving mind-body harmony. I'm an independent quantum living advocate for the scan technology, the quantum scans, and AO with a global license and extensive training for this revolutionized remote quantum wellness. And anyway, I have successfully and effectively scanned hundreds of clients and animals. And I like to go into this really, really thoroughly, if I could, with you today, so you can see exactly what you would receive after you receive your scan session. You are basically getting 2 scans a day, Monday through Friday. And those first scan is scanning 2 different areas, which would be your vitals and your comprehensive, and I'll go into that. And what it does is it picks up the abnormalities of all these different areas, tissues, organs. And when it does, then it goes back in the second scan and it optimizes. So you're actually going to have 2 rows and a report, very extensive, detailed report that is emailed to you after your scans. Every single scan, you get the report. So, but one thing I want you to look at, if you could, is go to pureenergyconnections.com. There's going to be a lot more information on this for you. And also check out a couple of really great products I have that I've been using for a long time, and I'm very happy to have, which is one of them is it's really a deep earth cutting edge product that detoxifies, electrifies, purifies, remineralizes, and has a phenomena of a magnificent ultra life force that is changing lives. Yes, I said life force. It is amazing. And anyway, you can see more information on this on my interviews. Actually, you can see testimonials and everything with the president of the company that sells the product. I do have a really nice discount if you use Pure Energy, spelled out together, though no spaces. At my YouTube channel, you can see this at Pure Energy Connections. Just search for my YouTube channel or go to my website and you can click there to get onto the YouTube channel. And also, I'm all about detoxing, about ridding all the things in the body that are causing health issues. Very important. And you'll also see on my website at the very bottom, I think it's at the bottom of my front page, a powerful trio pack that is the only bioavailable products I know of this kind. I mean, literally, folks, 1 drop under the tongue. It's like $33 a month. And it's a powerful health pack. It's actually helping for the most ultimate detoxification of fluoride, heavy metals, chemicals, toxins within the body. Of course, it helps fight and prevent infections, suppresses mercury poisoning, detoxes lead chemicals, optimizes the nervous system. Oh, there's so much more. And I really would like you to take a look at the trio, and it does complement your health synergistically. And you will see why once you see that. This may be the secret of ancient times towards ultimate wellness and production against, or protection, I should say, protection against outside elements. So definitely go into there. And then also I have another page on my website called Invisible Dangers. I am all about protecting against the electromagnetic smog. And there's really a lot of things you can do in your own home to help your, these invisible negative force that is interfering in almost every part of our life and health. There's ways to actually make it less in your home, especially, and in your environment. So take a look at that page. And so now back to my passion of remote quantum scan technology. So this is great for everyone. However, also winning edge for workplace wellness advocates. These are for the HR departments of big corporations because they can assist in the wellness of all their employees remotely, very simply, inexpensively, which I've made this so affordable this year, 2025. So the future is frequency, everyone. And energy and frequency optimization therapy can transform your life. I've been working in energy most of my life in many different ways and fashions and forms, but now you can experience empower yourself with this tested and proven cutting edge, non-invasive bioresonance remote quantum technology. So literally it's detecting abnormalities in a various energy frequencies of cells, tissues, and organs throughout your body. It's measuring the health state of the entire body and optimizing the abnormalities detected. So that's the best part. You get optimization with it. So the disturbances in these frequencies are often a key indicator of distress. So that would be, of course, dis-ease and other health symptoms that you're having. So detailed wellness reports are emailed out directly to the client after each scan, which can also be forwarded to a healthcare practitioner if you'd like, and such as maybe an acupuncturist or a chiropractor, and is proving, oh my gosh, and it's providing current and after optimization scan results. And I'm going to show you this right on the screen. I'm going to do a screen share here so I can show everybody, because in this toxic world of uncertainty, the most important thing to do is working to keep the body closely optimized. That would be also enhancing the immune system and staying as close as you can in homeostasis. And we all know how important that is. So it's simplified. This is such a simplified process, and it's nothing you have to worry about. It's being done while you're sleeping, working, playing, it doesn't matter. And it's changing the way people approach their health. And many holistic practitioners also are using this. So it's an advanced tool designed for measuring and optimizing frequencies and while enhancing overall well-being, of course. So let's go into the screen share so I can show you more on how this would actually look when you receive your scan report. And give me just a moment to click my screen and go over for you so you can take a look at this. You're going to be blown away. This is just the first scan, by the way. Okay. So this scan here, I hope you can see my screen. This scan here is going to be your vitals. And it does go into food sensitivities, as you'll see here, dairy. And of course, when you look at the report, say goat cheese on the left here and the sheep milk, for instance. Now, keep in mind that there are thousands of food out there. So this is going to detect the closest frequency to the food. So you might say, well, I haven't eaten goat cheese. Well, you might have had something that had something similar in the frequency to it. And then also, here's the before. The before is to the very right of the screen. This is going to be the grayed out area. This is the before, and the after is to the left. See all the red on the right-hand side. When you see the red, these are areas of concern, but then it optimizes. If you go to the left, you'll see that it's optimized. Now, not everything is optimized fully in green, which we'd like to see everything at a number 5, but that's okay, because it is optimizing, and that's what you want to see in every scan report. Sometimes when he doesn't optimize, then you might want to keep an eye on that item and see if the next scan will actually optimize it. So this is fun. It really is. The fruits, and you can see a red here for the cranberry. Maybe you just need to lay off the cranberry for a few days, right? Okay. Anyway, I just want to go through this quickly because it is very detailed. But yeah, again, with the grains, you're going to see a lot of the red, which is the first scan on the right-hand side here, if you can see my cursor. On the left-hand side, you'll see all these things were optimized. And then we have the legumes, we have the meat, the seafood, and the nuts, the seeds, spices, and then we're going to get to the good stuff after the vegetables. All right, so now we're going to go into miscellaneous. And that's going to give you a few things such as your chicken, eggs, and whites, and quail, and so forth. But right under that is the blood lipids. Now you can see on the before, there was a 2, which means it's underactive. 9 would mean overactive. But at this point, nothing is standing out that's red. And everything was actually optimized and brought closer to the 5, which is where you want to be. That would be the green. And this is the blood lipids. Then we have blood lipids too. And also, if there's something here that you're not sure what it is, many times you can actually click it and actually get information on it. So on the LDLP, let's just click on that. And here it's going to give a little bit of information about that. So you don't have to always go right to Google, copy paste, and see what it is. But most importantly, you just want to make sure on the left-hand side that all these things are being optimized. That's the most important. And then we have the blood other, and then we have we have the CBC. And you can see there were a couple items on the right-hand side that were ones, very underactive. However, look on the left-hand side, they actually optimized. And this is incredible. This is every day, Monday through Friday, these scans are going to be done. And then you got your fatty acids, your omega-3, your omega-6, and other. And it also even gives you the chakras, the energy centers. Now, this one here is showing the crown chakra was out. Okay. If you know anything about chakras or if you meditate, you know that you can probably enhance that crown chakra, but maybe some meditation. But it also goes into the heart chakra, the sacral. It has all of them listed here. And if you scroll down, you're going to see all kinds of information about them. For instance, the third eye or the chakra. For instance, the crown chakra could be relating to migraines, brain tumors, coma, amnesia, nervous system, and so forth. Okay, so you can read through that. And then we go to the gastrointestinal, and that's going to be your digestive function. So you see one of them over here is still red that didn't optimize on the left-hand column. That's the gastric absorption. And hopefully by the next scan, that would actually go into more of a green or even a yellow and be further absorbed, where it's going to be optimized. But you can always keep an eye on these items too if you wish. But inflammation, you have insulin also. I'm just going to scroll pretty quickly because there's quite a few things to go through here. Pancreas, and we got the glycemic index also here. We have a couple reds, as you see. Those are things you'd always want to keep an eye on and check for the next scan. And then here also are the meridians. If you have an acupuncturist, you can actually send this to them. They can see different meridians that might be either need unblocking or just need work. Now here you can see the 8 is going to be with the kidney, but look what happened. This is the previous was an 8, and I'm over here on the right-hand side of the screen. And the kidney was optimized very nicely. It went to a green, which is in 6. So you can see that that really did well. Here's the gallbladder. That was okay, but then it went to red. So that's like teeter-tottering between the two, just so you know. All right. And over here, governing vessel, you can see that that stayed at a 2. That is very low. So that's something you can always keep an eye on if you ever see that. And then it goes into great detail. For instance, the lung meridian is going to be respiratory system, lungs, the bronchi, the allergy, skin. I mean, everything is here for you to go through and see about different scans that were done and what the results could actually be right here. All right, so now we go into the amino acids, digestive acids, enzymes, and I'm scrolling fast, sorry, but you can always stop the video if you need to, if it's a replay. And the macro minerals, the micro, and we'll keep on going down. Then we have, let's see, we've got the vitamins, of course, and we got the basic physical. This one here showed some emotional stability was unbalanced. Okay, hopefully that will clear up by the next scan. The bone and muscle condition, bone growth index, bone mineral density and disease. We got the brain nerve. We have cardio. And there's quite a bit on cardio here. You can go through each one of these here, but you can see there was a couple that didn't optimize very well for this person. And then we go down to collagen index, which is very important too. And then the endocrine glands. Then we've got the eye health, the hormones, as I'm scrolling through quickly, immune system, and then we have the kidney function. We have the liver and the gallbladder function. Okay, lung function, body reproductive, skin index, thyroid function. Look how detailed this is, folks. Allergy, pollen. And then it gets to the bacterial diseases. All of these are bacterial diseases that it detects. And it does obviously try to optimize them. Some don't always get optimized, as you can see right here. And fungus. Fungus is very important. A lot of people have candida. So we have that here listed. And then also it goes and scans the human toxins. And what is that? That can be alcohol, drugs, paint, pesticides, stimulants. Okay. And then we also have minerals and heavy metals. And looks like this one all optimized nicely on the left-hand side, but you see there's aluminum, arsenic, got the nickel, platinum. So all of these items also are scanned, and the molds. So it looks like one mold was on the right-hand side in red on was number one, which is a very low acting one. But over here, when you scroll across to the left, on this column, it went to a 3. So it did optimize, not as much as we'd like it to. We'd like it to get to a 5, but of course, life isn't perfect, right? And then we go down to parasites. And we all know about parasites, and we all know that detoxing for the parasites is very important also. And there's quite a few of them here, as you see, and viruses. And these are the viruses that are also scanned. Now, the second one that we do in the same day is called the comprehensive. And I'm going to bring you over to that one. This one here is very detailed. Of course, we can see it in two different viewings. So this one here is going to show us very, very detailed information. So you're going to see on the right hand column, you're going to see where the scan started and then when it was optimized, where it went. So, and this will point to the various different areas of the anatomy. But instead of looking at it this way, it's always kind of interesting just to go to the table report, because the table report, instead of the image, is just going to give you a quick look. So now you can quickly look at all these. So we've got the organs, we've got the large intestine. So you can see the right column was the first one, and then the column that's right next to it is going to be the one that was optimized. So that's when you can scroll through real quickly. Here's all the organs. And you can pick up on the ones in the left column that maybe stayed in the red. And keep an eye on those if you'd like. So organs, digestive. So it goes all the way through. And now this is very detailed, but I'm going to show you a couple things. Organs, the cortex function, the brain. As we're scrolling through here, there's quite a bit, folks. I know I'm going really fast, but there's too much really to go through with these scans just in one video. But the lung lobes are here, adrenal cross section. So we're still on organs of all things. We got a long ways to go. We have the female, we have the respiratory. So I'm going to go a little bit faster. Here's the nerves, goes into all the nerves. And we're going to keep on scrolling through here, the nerves again. And the nerves, here we got the connective tissue. Now this is the left knee, then it goes into the right knee, goes into the shoulder, goes into all different areas, the arteries in the head. And let's see what else we have, the veins. And then it goes into the heart. So let's just pull up something just to show you. The other one, if you clicked it, it actually brought up information about it. Well, this one here, look at this. This is all 3D interactive. It's a very detailed program. So if I just click, let's just click this one here, subclavian vein. I'm going to click that and look what it does. It loads up the 3D interactive program that actually will see the entire anatomy. You can spin it around 3D. So this is exciting because if you say, well, I don't know where that's located in my body. Well, this is so simple right here. It's going to show you. So when you take a look at it, oh, sorry, my computer's going really slow. See how I can spin it? But it will actually pick, oh my gosh, I apologize, but it actually will send a line over to the area in question on the body. At this point here, my computer, I guess, is going a little bit slow. I'm not going to sit here and wait on it, but the line normally would just pop up for you. Let's just see if we can do one with a vein. There we go. Okay, that one popped up easier. All right, great. Now I can zoom out so you can see it's pointing to the vein in the neck, right? And it's pointing back here at the back of the neck towards the atlas. And then if you take your mouse, you can literally just spin it around and take a look at it from a different angle. Okay. You can also come out much further and you can see the entire body and the veins. So now this right here is for all of the line items here in the comprehensive. So that's exciting. If you ever want to get more detailed, you can do that and go through each and every one. We got the chromosomes. Oh my gosh, I don't want to go into too much more right now. Here's the eye, but anyway, just to keep this brief, I'm going to end this here with this, and I just wanted so everybody could see how, just see how the scans look when you receive them, when you get them in your email, and you will receive them every day, Monday through Friday, after the scans have been done. And it's not where you have to go through every single line item. You can really quickly, as I do, you can go right through and you can find the ones that are in red. And then you can keep an eye on those for future scans. And if you say, well, geez, that's staying in red, all right, the right cornea, what's going on with that? Then, that might be something you might want to tell your doctor or physician, whoever you're seeing. So that right there is amazing. I hope you found that exciting. That is the technology that I am actually making affordable. And it's affordable now at less than a cup of coffee, your favorite coffee, per day. That would be almost the amount of, say, a bottle of vitamin C for the month, literally. And you get this Monday through Friday and these detailed reports. So please give me a call at 727-433-4777 if you have any more interest in this, or you can actually email me at pureenergyconnections.com. Go in there and you can email me right from there at the contact page. I'm here always for help. And also anyone that wants the scan technology for themselves, which is absolutely incredible to have in your own home. Use it on your friends, your family, and your pet friends. And I'd be happy to train you on the program if you decide to purchase it too. Otherwise, if you'd like to just take advantage of getting the remote wellness, I am here for you. And any other questions you have, I look forward to hearing back from anyone that would like to take their health to the next level. All right. Thank you so much again. Again, this is DJ Shirley with Pure Energy Connections. And for decades, I'm all about natural healing. And I have so much more information I'll be getting you in other videos too. And again, it's pureenergyconnections.com. And you have a blessed and beautiful rest of your day. Bye for now.